What's going on YouTube? We are back in the gym doing a push workout, and today we're going to do part 2 of my Q&A. So if you haven't seen part 1, I'm going to go ahead and link that video on the screen right now. So go ahead and click that link. It'll take you to part 1. And part one, it started out like a vlog and it kind of turned into a Q&A. So this video is going to be straight answering your questions. And then part 3 will be coming very soon, which will be all from Facebook. So all these questions I'm doing right now are from Instagram. All that social media stuff's in the description box. Be sure to go check it out. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to answer as many as I can without going too in depth on one question. I don't want to stay too long on one question. Let me see. You always seem to have perfect skin. How do you do it? Genetic. It really, honestly, I mean, I shower. I don't really, I don't do anything special. Let's see. How do you get obliques and a serratus like yours? It's straight body fat, guys. Also, I noticed that my obliques, they come in before my six-pack, so I guess my obliques don't store that much fat. It seems like the main place I'll store fat is really just my lower abs, like literally the last little bit at the bottom when you pinch your stomach, that's where I store the most fat. A lot of people will store fat on their lower back or in their legs or whatever, and you notice that the guys that store the fat in their legs are usually the ones that have a six-pack at a freaking 9-10% body fat, a visible six-pack, because they don't really store fat in their stomach as much. So it's definitely genetic where you store fat. But yeah, next question. Are you a fitness enthusiast or entrepreneur? I'm an entrepreneur. Next question. I have a messed up metabolism. How to recover it? Find your maintenance level of calories, guys. If you've been on a bro diet for 12 weeks, you've done the 2 hours of cardio a day, I've been through that and everything. Be sure you get to your maintenance calories. And honestly, if you do a show or anything where you do damage your metabolism like that, you probably will kind of bounce back with weight and everything. So you're just gonna have to accept that, and then find your maintenance level of calories and slowly increase them, and your metabolism was gonna eventually speed up a little bit. Let's see. Do you prefer cutting or lean bulking? Obviously, eating more food is more enjoyable, but I definitely like I like the how am I gonna say this? I like the discipline that's necessary in cutting. So I love working towards a goal. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Let's see. Thinking of starting a YouTube channel around fitness, but do you recommend it, as there's a lot of competition around? So how do you recommend doing it as you've been there, now have over 55,000 subscribers? Start it. The sooner you start, the quicker it's going to grow, and it's going to explode, guys. The fitness scene on YouTube is getting bigger and bigger. And honestly, if you compare the fitness scene, the fitness category to the comedy category or the gaming category, fitness is a very small little percentage of the pie of YouTube. So it's definitely going to grow. And yeah, start your channel, man. Put out good content, put out good videos. Don't nag and ask people for shout outs. Earn your own subscribers and get a solid fan base. So, and also, have okay, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, guys, I'm going to recommend you to have something that you're really good at, whether that be you're really strong, Max tuning, if you're a great deadlifter, August, very intelligent, very smart, competitive bodybuilder, gets stupid shredded, let me think, freaking Chris Jones is freaking entertaining, my friend Tim Rodriguez, he just started up his channel. Be sure to go check him out. Man, what's his channel name? I'm not sure. I'll link it in the description box, his channel, but he gets stupid shredded. He can just get so freaking vascular and lean and just have roadmaps all over him. So have something that's almost like your specialty. You know what I mean? So yeah, or at least try to. If not, just put out good videos and subscribers will come. Next question. Let's see. What age do you see yourself stopping working out? Never. I'm sure the day I die, I'll be doing some kind of workout, whether it be, just doing a few assisted push-ups or something. I'm sure I'll do something. But once it's a habit, it is a habit, and I love it. It's a healthy habit. Next question. Are you single? Yes. Next question. I know that's been a question that's been asked for the last few months, but yes. Is it bad to drink alcohol while working out? Alcohol is going to slow down protein synthesis by a little bit over 70%. Protein synthesis probably is, essentially the process of building muscle. So yeah, it's going to slow everything down. Does that mean you should never, ever, ever have a sip of alcohol if you're a bodybuilder? No, be sure you're living life in moderation. And yeah, next question. Will your gym be open by February? Yeah, actually, I'm planning. Let me pull up my calendar really quick. I get internet service in my gym on Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so I'm looking at officially opening on January 20th. That'll be opening date. So I'm very, as soon as, as long as everything goes well, January 20th. I already have my knee raise, I have my leg press, I have my kettlebells, I have my medicine balls, my slam balls, all that stuff's coming in. My punching bag, my speed bag, all the dumbbells are here, the cable stuff is here, the barbells equipment's here, and yeah, so next question. I just lost Instagram, I have to pull that back up 1 second. All right. What do you do first when you're skinny fat? That actually depends on the person. Different people have different descriptions of skinny fat. So if you're 130 pounds at 5'10", 5'11", I'm gonna tell you to bulk up just because you need to put on some more muscle. But if you're 185 pounds and you're over 15% body fat, 20% body fat, you have fat kind of, you have a belly and have fat, love handles and stuff, I would probably recommend to cut down just for a little bit. Cut down to maybe like a 10%, 8 or 9. Maybe 10 or 12, and then start bulking out. Because if you start bulking when you already have a pretty high body fat percentage, you're just gonna get a higher body fat. And I mean, you will build muscle, but you also will build more fat. So next question. So like I said, it really depends on the person in the situation. Can I be your friend? Of course. Let's see. What workout routine did you start out with to build your foundation? Not gonna lie to you guys, I completely did the bro split. Chest day, back day, shoulder day, leg day, and arm day. But what I noticed is kind of really quickly I always wanted big arms. Big arms is the #1 thing I wanted. Clearly, because if you want to go into modeling, fitness modeling, arms are one of the first thing that people look at. If you're wearing a shirt, you want to be sure, you want to fill out the sleeves and everything. So I eventually went to like a chest try, back by, leg, and I would throw in shoulders with legs or have it on its own day. So I would say like the basic bro split pretty much, really. But yeah, honestly, if you're putting in effort, nowadays we're all caught up in the hottest thing, but if you are willing to work hard, guys, eat right, get your protein in, and train with intensity, you're going to grow, regardless of being completely optimal or not. The most important thing is that you get started and you're working towards a goal. So yeah, that's that. But what program do you use to edit your videos with? I use iMovie 2011. Got to upgrade that pretty soon. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and you can always email me at christianusonfitness@yahoo.com if you want to hire me as your online personal trainer. Thank you. Be sure to like the video and stay safe.
Just trying to make an imprint on the game.